Hello, this is Michael from PG Mustard. I'm going to show you the easiest ways of getting nicely formatted query plans out of Postico, which is a tool I really like for macOS. Here it is, and just to let you know, we're running Postgres 18 here, also using a local app that is by the same developers, so very cool, like it a lot. First off, let's get explain, analyze, output in text format using a bunch of parameters, which I recommend, on a relatively simple looking query, but it's actually doing a little bit more behind the scenes. So we'll get an interesting looking query plan with a bit of structure, which is important. So just executing that, and you can see the query plan here, which looks extremely familiar and exactly the same as it would look if you're used to using Postico. So yeah, this is nicely formatted. You can see the indentation here. To copy and paste this into a tool like PG Mustard, I recommend just Command A, Command C. It's as easy as that. You can, of course, also copy it in other ways or export with mixed results in terms of the formatting. Most of them will work in PG Mustard, but might not in other tools. And also, if you're sharing these with colleagues or anything, or want to review it again later, you might regret getting it in some of the more exotic export options here. But yeah, the only danger with text format query plans in Postico that I've ever seen is if you ever happen to accidentally click this header here, which will, if we scroll across, you can see it's ordering the rows, which completely messes up the structure. So yeah, you can get out of it, of course, by ordering again and clicking it for a third time. Will resort to zero ordering. So that's the only issue I've ever seen. Just to reiterate, Command A will work, Command C, of course. And then I'm just going to paste that into a text editor to show you exactly what's happening here with the white space. So we can see our child operations are nicely indented, and that's consistent. So we get a nice structure. We can see exactly what's going on in the query plan. Tools can use it to calculate child operation timings, like individual node operation timings, accurately, and everyone's happy. So text format's relatively straightforward. JSON format, also relatively straightforward in Postico. It is hidden here. You can see a little dot. We can just click this copy and paste into your tool of choice, and it's perfectly formatted JSON. All on one line, but it's fine. Just to show you that, yep, works great. You can always get the source again out of PG Mustard here. There are alternatives if you want to review it quickly in Postico. You can double click it, see it in slightly nicer formatting. So you can copy from there and you get it like this. Or using the little three dots. I'm sure there are other ways too. Again, you can export this. You can export JSON as JSON and get kind of nested JSON. But again, I wouldn't recommend doing this, mostly because it won't work in all visualization tools. So if you're sharing it with others who use something other than PG Mustard, it might not be parsed correctly. So yeah, that's it pretty much. Postico works really nicely. If you're not familiar with it and use macOS, I recommend trying it out. It's not free, but it's my GUI of choice. It's really lightweight, really fast, surprisingly powerful. So yeah, highly recommend from me. All right, good luck. Cheers. Bye.